Hello and welcome to today's video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply this Polygel. This is pink and it is by the brand Ohuhu. I'm trying something new by going ahead and just doing the application on one finger for the video. I hope that this kind of makes my videos a little bit shorter but also more entertaining, since the majority of the application is done off camera. And then now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and dry it, and we're going to apply alcohol to all 5 fingers. Make sure to wipe off the tacky layer before moving on to filing. And now we're also filing, so I'm going to do the filing on my thumb so you guys can kind of have an idea of what it looks like when I'm filing. I'm also going to hand file so that I can get crisp side walls and also improve the shape. I definitely feel like hand filing gets into all of those kind of nook and crannies that you wouldn't get into with the hand file. The e-file, sorry. I'm going to make sure to remove all residual dust before going into the design. I wouldn't want any of that leftover dust to just mess up my design process. So I thought about it for a little while and I really realized that I hadn't done anything with yellow. So I decided I wanted to do this kind of yellow polka dot look. So here I am just pulling out some of my gel paint. These are the Savvyland gel paint pots. I put them inside of this container so that it's easily accessible and all of my colors are in one place. To this yellow, because it's super bright, I want to actually use more of a muted pastel yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and add some white to it. And this is some super white gel polish that I got as a product sample from the company Be Beauty. From the company Be Beauty. And I'm gonna be using this white to mix in with the yellow and make a really pretty pastel yellow. Now that I gave those two colors a really good mix and I'm satisfied with the color payoff, I'm going to go ahead and base coat my nails before I start putting any gel polish on them. I'll make sure to add links to all the products that I'm using in this video, so if you guys find anything in this video that you like, you can go ahead and purchase them. The majority of the products that I'm using you can find on Amazon. I decided to go with solid yellow for the middle finger just to kind of give a different flair to the design. Instead of doing every single finger in a French, I wanted to kind of mix and match them, so the middle finger is going to be solid yellow. Instead of using my pat gels to do the ombre on the pinky finger, I decided to just go into this paint gel and see if it could be used the same way a pat gel would to kind of create an aura or ombre effect. It sort of worked. Really, sort of, kind of. I feel like the pat gels are still superior if you don't want to use an airbrush, so I'll definitely continue using those. I'm also going to be doing French on 3 of the fingers, so it's going to be a French on my thumb, my ring finger and my index finger. I'm going to show you guys the French on the thumb and then continue on with the rest of my fingers. For this design, I'm not too worried about the Frenches being perfect, even though I did go in and slightly fix my lines. It's not super important since I'm going to be doing a floral design over it. I feel like the floral is going to be the perfect accent for these fingernails. Now we're just going to fill in the rest of the French design, and once that's done, we're going to go ahead and cure it. Now for my polka dots, I'm going to go in with this Model 1's color. It is a chocolatey brown. I'm also applying blooming gel on the middle finger because I want a blooming gel effect under my polka dots. I think that would be really cute in combination with the other nails. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add the rest of my polka dots to all of the fingers that have a French on them. Since I'm going to be using the 3D mold for the flowers, I decided that I wanted to top coat all of my fingers before going in and making the 3D flowers. So I'm going to top coat all 5 fingers and then we'll start making the flowers. For the 3D flowers, I did want them to have a bit of yellow, so I'm going to go in with a dotting tool and fill out some of the crevices of the mold with some yellow. And then after I fill them in with the yellow, I'm going to go in with some 3D molding gel that I purchased from Amazon. That stuff is a lifesaver. When I say godsend, godsend. It's absolutely amazing, and it's so much easier than grabbing your 3D molding jelly and pushing it into the flower mold. Now I'm just going to go in with my Gin B thick top coat, and I'm going to use that to glue down all of the flowers onto my nails. I use this as my rhinestone glue and also to do 3D textures on nails. It works amazing. And now I'm going to do the same thing to apply these gold balls in the center of the flowers. I'm going to add a little bit of my Gin B thick top coat and then start adding the little gold balls for embellishments, and it makes the nails look so pretty. And I also decided to add some onto the middle finger as well, just to make them all pair up really nicely. And now for the final step, we're adding on some cuticle oil, rehydrate the fingers, and we're all done. I really love the way these turned out. I think that they're really fun style for the summer. I'm loving the polka dots and the floral. I've been seeing it everywhere, so ever since I've been obsessed with this look. If you enjoyed this video, definitely think about subscribing. Bye!